Oh, how lovely. The area is covered with trash this morning. Not covered, but I mean, seriously, folks. And there's a trash can right there. We'll get all this stuff up on our way out. But I mean, I know I talk about it every single video I shoot. Every single one. Can y'all please pick up after yourselves? The cigarette butts. The junk trash. Especially when you're less than 25 yards from a daggum trash can. Alright. Well, we're going to start out with something we finished up with the other day, and that's basically just a little zoom, using it as a drop shot. And right now we're weightless, so don't know if that's going to be enough to sink it, because I have nothing attached to the bottom of that to get that worm down. But if they're looking up, it's a very slow fall. It's got barely enough weight to get it to the bottom in current with this number 2 Gamakatsu Finesse hook. We'll try it again. It's just a short tug on it. It's a decent tug though, but we've also avoided the first cast curse. I'm perfectly happy avoiding that, because it has rang true way too many times for me. Catch a nice juicy bass on your first cast and then nothing. So I'll take that to mean that my opportunities are abundant today, and that we might be able to put a couple of decent ones on shore with us. Those are definitely Smallies rising, and that's a decent one. Out in that current, let go. Might have taken the worm. No? Did you all see that? No, that's a bite. Came, chased after it. Not super big, but we'll take it first thing in the morning. Hey, little fella. Thanks for playing. Good morning. First smallmouth of the morning. Easy, easy fella. Great hook set right in the corner of the mouth. Show everybody what we got here. Easy, I'm gonna let you go. It's okay. Look how pretty you are this morning. Let's get you off, get you right back in the water. Thank you very much for hanging out with us this morning. It's okay. Worm will live to see another day. They definitely want that worm this morning. It's been a finesse bite most of the times that I come in here. I think their favorite food. Here's another bite. Come on now. There we go. Number 2 on. About the same size, cookie cutter. Decent hook set. Come on now. Easy there, little fella. Okay, okay. Come on. Yep, no problem at all getting that out. I'll show you off, and then we'll get that hook out and let you go. And I'll tell you, this little zoom trick worm does very well here. It's a great color for them. One thing you always want to remember, you want to understand what's on the bottom of your water. This particular area right here has got a lot of grass out in the middle, and it's got this little brown sandy color to it. Same with the rocks. What that means is the food that these fish are trying to look for, forage for, and eat, understand how to camouflage. And by camouflaging, they try and keep from getting eaten by these bass and crappie and brim and everything else that's a predator to them. There we go. A little bump there. Come on, get it. Come on, get it. There we go. One of the things you're going to notice is that I'm not going to put a whole lot of pressure when I'm setting this hook. You definitely don't want to do that on a drop shot. The reason is these fish are eating this worm, and the worm is right on the tip of that hook. It's a little bit better. So you can see that these guys are, whoa. You can see that these guys are chomping down. They're looking up at their bait as it's coming at them, and they're chomping on it. So they're getting that hook set right in the top of the snout, which is where you want that hook to be. Come on. Come on out. I'll get you out of there. Come on, buddy. There it is. Another nice little fish. Go on. We're early enough in the day. These fish are going to feed heavy. And I would imagine that once this sun starts getting up in the sky, this bite is going to disappear. But what I was starting to say is the locals understand what's going on. You got a lot of trout fishermen that come in here. And the trout population is not what it has been because of that massive flood we had back in May, I think it was. And folks, the hatchery just suffered on that. And most of their, there we go, a little better fish. That's much better fish. Just keep the pressure on it as you're pulling it in. Don't try and horse it in because I've got super light line on this. About the same size, maybe a little bit bigger. Maybe a little bit bigger. Yeah, that's a little bit bigger. At least we're going in the right direction. We are going in the right direction. Stop, 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 stop. Barely hooked there in the corner of the mouth, but folks, yeah, you can bite me. I deserve that. There we go. Look at how and look at how fat. These things are just munching on crayfish this morning. But they're sitting right behind this seam where they're supposed to be set up, waiting for food to just drop on them, and it does. And they've probably migrated to this particular area because this water, and I know I've said it in my other videos, but this water is a constant, there we go, coming right at me too. Dang it. It's a little guy, but that's all right. It's coming right at me. A little largemouth. Okay. Hey, buddy. I thought y'all were in here. You were feeding on the bottom. This worm must have touched the bottom. Don't get me hooked. I'm going to get you out of this. I promise. Worm must have hit the bottom. Got a little green fish. Alright, so we lost that worm on the last one. So we're going to try something just a little bit different. This is a robo worm, sculpin. Feels like it weighs a little bit less, but it's a sinker, and I like that very much. Although if they're aggressively feeding, there we go, it's really not going to matter what I throw this morning. It's just not going to matter because these guys are going to be whacking it every single time. Every time. So yep, sculpin works. Another beautiful little bronzy hook set right there in the corner of the mouth on this robo worm sculpin. Try and be as gentle to these guys as we possibly can. I tell you, I've caught so many so quickly here this morning, I might have to rest this water a little bit, because I am kind of catching them quick for here, although they're still surfacing. Y'all can see that, right? There's one. Feels better. Pull a little drag out. What do we got here? All right. That's decent. That is decent. About a pound. Sitting right there where it's supposed to be sitting. Get this, it's in the side part of the jaw, so it's a little bit tougher. It's a great hook set, and I tell you, you want that hook set right there is what you want. Look at how pretty these things are, folks. Just really beautiful fish. Get off my thumb. There we go. To be a trout, and they're not. They're, oh man, came off. That was a good fish too. Of course, I'm not going to sit here and tell you it was 3 pounds. It wasn't, but it was a good 1.5 pounds. There we go. Cookie cutter will take you. Spit my worm. I'll probably go through a lot of worms today. Probably go through a lot of them. Easy, buddy. Easy. Stop, 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 stop. I'm not trying to get you messed up here. Stop. Easy. Come on, fish. I do have a few other options. Matter of fact, I've got a couple options that I want to get into here in a little bit. We know the sculpin's going to work. We know the zoom's going to work. I've got some cactus wrens that I want to throw on there. A little bit longer. I think those are 6-inch. And I've got a couple of my own hard baits, which normally I shy away from in the summertime, but they are feeding so aggressively. I'm curious how they're going to behave to a couple of jerk baits that I brought down with me. Now there's one. Oh, missed it. Normally it's a pretty light bite here. Let me just go ahead and reload on that. I don't think it's going to chase it all the way to me, although I've been wrong before. Oh. Yeah, they're chasing it. That's hilarious. They're hungry this morning. That's good. That's what we want. I know my voice is kind of trailed off. There we go. There we go. Another fine bronzeback, little guy. You can't call any bronzeback squeakers. You just can't. They fight so hard, pull so hard. You've been caught before. That just came right out. I got you a little bloody. I'm sorry about that, but that's going to go away. You're going to be just fine. We want to get you right back in that water, though. There we go. I'll see you. Thanks for coming. Normally when I test my baits, I test them on either Bull Shoals or Lake Norfolk, Lake Charles, Frierson, a multitude mallard, Big Lake, although that's kind of a grass soft bite. There we go. It's like whack-a-mole out here. This looks like a largemouth right here. It is, I believe. Yep, little largie. Right in the corner of the mouth, right where it's supposed to be hooked. There we go. Fun, 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 folks. Fun, fun, fun. So these fish don't lack for a meal. Ever. There's something. There we go. Just about every cast. That's a decent one. A little bigger. About what we're looking for here. Wow, that's a nice one. That's over a pound for sure. Pushing 2 all day. All day. Let's take a good look at this fish. There we go. That's what we're looking for. Hey, buddy. Thanks for playing today. I appreciate it. Now, folks, this is going to be interesting. This is a Shane Schweitzer, but it wasn't originally this color. It was this white color on the front. It's got gold and black flakes in it, but it's been sitting next to a bottom hopper, Berkeley Havoc bottom hopper, in that plum color. So it's got just a touch of red, but I tell you, this might be deadly. Y'all might need to hold on to your hats here because this could be the ticket. This could be the next big bite. Because these little 3-inch, and they're designed for Neds, but they've got a wicked action tail, and man, they're just a phenomenal. Now I usually fish these on a jig head, little bright colored jig head. So we'll see how this thing behaves, because on its own it doesn't like to sink very well. I don't know if I have enough hook, or if this worm has enough behind it to really sink to the bottom, drop down like I want it to this morning. But I have lots of expectations for this bait. And they might not want it at all. I could be dead wrong. I'm wrong all the time. But we're going to give this a college try. See what kind of trouble we can get ourselves into with this. Now, these fish are just breaking and breaking and breaking. They're eating on the surface. So this isn't a bad bait to try. I don't know. I don't know if this is going to be the ticket. I might want to go back to that green. I'll tell you, that little zoom seemed to be what they want. I also have some custom crawfish that are amazing. They're just deadly looking. But those are, yeah, I need a little more beef on this. This just sitting there. Well, it is sinking to the bottom. But I don't think they're keying on this color like I thought they would, folks. They're really not. We're going to give this one more shot, just because I love Shane Schweitzer's baits. Do very, very well on a jig head with these. Come on, fish. Don't prove me wrong. I love this lure. This is a great, great plastic. And it has brought me numerous fish out of this. Like that one. Oh my God. That is peeling out my drag, folks. Oh my goodness. What is... Oh, it let go. No way. Oh my goodness. Did you hear that? Holy cat, that was a carp. That's why. That was a great big carp, y'all. Man. I'm like, what in the world could be taking my drag like that? A carp. A great big one. There are some monsters out here. And there's your proof. Wow. Now that would have been fun. I would have been fighting that for a long time. Dang. Shoot.
Well, there's a feeling in the air, just like a Friday afternoon. Yeah, you can go there if you want, though it fades too soon. So go on, let it be. If there's a feeling coming over me, seems like it's always understood this time of year. Well, I know there's a reason to change. Well, I know there's a time for us. You think about the good times and you live with all the bad. You can feel it in the air, feeling right this time of year.